Right, hello to anybody who may see this stream. I am just beginning my stream with respect to Chess.com Arena Kings. This is Season 5, Week 2, Friday. So the first thing I need to do is just jump in my channel. Oops. Don't need it playing, I just need to get the link so I can paste it in the chat. Right, that just notifies that I'm streaming the event, so we have now got, what, 6 minutes and a bit to the start, and it looks like a very strong field. Wow, the top 7 are all GMs and no Hikaru yet. Hopefully he'll be playing, unless he's on his travels somewhere. Mark Krikow's there as well. Chess Queen, that's 9. That's 9 GMs I've counted. Very strong field. Right, we have just over 5 minutes to start now. And that's what, 111 players so far. Lots of title players in, lots of title players in, which is exactly what we want, of course. Oops. It helps if you remember to join the tournament, doesn't it? I'd actually forgotten to click join. So there I am. That's a little bit careless. Right, 4 minutes to go to the start. Well, that's 24 title players I think I've counted there. And they're all in the top 31 positions. Now something's just changed. Well, the top 10 are all 2,700 plus players. How many 2,500s is there? The top 20 are over 2,500. Might be a little bit difficult tonight. Yeah, I've got a feeling it's going to be a bit of a difficult night. But that's how it should be, of course, in an event like this. We have 2 minutes to go to the start. Right, that sound is the 1 minute warning, so 1 minute to go. No, Hikaru hasn't joined. I wonder if he's travelling around somewhere. Oh, he's just come online now. He's just come online now, so hopefully he is going to play then. Just very late joining. What a field that is. This is going to be a very strong tournament tonight, very strong. Going to need a miracle to get a decent score tonight. So we get ready to go. Oops, the sound is a little low there. I think I'll start with a Caro-Kann. I just keep it sensible and traditional. Now it comes forward. Might go for one of these weird sacrifices. It doesn't. So I'll just play bishop up. Hopefully just pawn up, develop the bishop. Let's just develop the bishop and castle. Right, knight onto a defensive square, ready to guard against the usual queen attack. Now, possibility of going into an endgame here. If he takes with a pawn, we'll trade queens. He doesn't. Let's just play the queen up and maybe get the rook across. I think rook across is okay. Oh, he's got bishop takes, maybe pawn takes. Yeah, bishop takes, pawn, I've missed that. But have I maybe got queen takes at this end? Yeah, that's certainly a threat. Bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes. Can I ignore it one more move? I'm going to play rook up and leave it one more move. If he plays bishop takes pawn, I think I can play queen takes. I might be wrong, of course. Oh, now can I sack there? Takes, takes, check. King up. I don't think I've got any attack there. Actually, let's drop back and protect the knight. Going a bit too slow here. I'm 30 seconds down on the clock. If I get a chance to, I will trade these rooks now. I'm also threatening a pawn. No, I'm not threatening a pawn. Let's take. So hit the bishop, protect the knight. So drop the knight back. Okay, I'll go forward. Got to be a bit careful now. Yeah, got to be a little bit on the careful side now. So maybe queen up. Okay, so queen forward. Now queen up, bishop down. Can't go across. Queen up. Yeah, queen up and bishop down is obviously a big problem. So I might have blundered this one badly now. I think I can play queen up and knight over, I think. Actually, I'm so short of time now. Right, can I get away with this? Knight over. Takes the queen, I take the queen. If queen retreats, I think mine can retreat. Can it? Can I play pawn up? I'm gonna play pawn up. Big risk I've taken here. Big risk. Right, a knight check I don't think works. Nope, gotta bail out. Right, so I've really got to start speeding up now, otherwise I'm just lost on time whatever happens. Let's take. Comes forward, so rook up. Excellent win. Excellent win there. Right, I'm going to try and be disciplined this week and give myself a short little break between each game if I can. Wow, somebody's on 3 already. Wow. A lot of players are a lot faster than I am, of course, though. Alright, so tempts Sicilian, why not? Oh, but just dropped a pawn, maybe. So challenge the bishop immediately. No, I better keep the pawns connected, I think. Okay, so I think I'm going to switch the knight to the other side of the board if I can. Mad, I've allowed queen down though, I don't really want to trade queens. So forward or back? I think back over there. Yeah, I'm certainly not playing this one very well, am I? Knight down, takes. I've got to play up there, I think. Yeah, playing this one terribly. Terribly. To get the knight across. Right, so let's try and run up the board. Right, now I'm going to advance the c-pawn. If takes, I'll take with a rook. Okay, so I think I'm going to... It's risky to hit the bishop. I don't need to do that yet, do I? Let's double the rooks up. He might try and grab the pawn, but then he lets me around the back potentially. Because now I think I've got to take. Oh, he's pinned his queen. No, I've got a take, don't I? I've got a take. Excellent. Very unfortunate mistake there, very unfortunate. We all blunder like that. Now just have a quick scan at how everybody else is doing. Very, very early days, of course. Right, next game. Okay. Whoa, very bold. I think I'll just ignore that for now. Now, where do I want the knight to go? Let's go forward and hit the pawn. So, I think I'll take the pawn. Now I could actually put the knight back then. If he takes, I take his bishop. Okay, so let's take. Well, let's release this bishop. If he takes, I might take with the f pawn there. Should really go with the h pawn. He's got queen check, hasn't he? I think I better go with the h pawn. I've left him queen check possibilities. So let's run up the board. He's obviously getting ready to castle queen side. I could very easily get blown out the water here, of course, very easily. So knight up. No, bishop up's no good there. It's got to be pawn. Okay, I've got to challenge it again. He might sack, he might not. Whoa, so he's offering bishop and rook for the queen. I don't think it's playable for me, but it's worth assessing it. Takes, takes, takes. Why not? Let's have some fun. Why not? Let's risk it. Let's risk it. If it backfires, it backfires. Just play a pawn up and try and get the bishop active. Of course, I might be pushing the queen to a better square. This is risky, isn't it? Risky, risky, risky. I think the bishop needs to come back to protect the rook. So checks, king over. Oh god, I've just seen the clock. I'm a full minute down. Wow. How has that happened? This has backfired really spectacularly, hasn't it? Really spectacularly. Can't move the bishop because it's checkmate. So this is shocking. Can't even move the king. Wow, this is terrible. Not got a clue what to do there. Not got a clue what to do. Let's drop the bishop back and try and put it here. Nope, we haven't got time for that. Yeah, just give him that one, he's done well there. I took a gamble, it didn't work, so well played. Let's go with the knight instead of the bishop. Sorry, instead of the pawn. Okay, attacking move. Let's switch a knight to the other side of the board if he doesn't take it. He doesn't take it. No, I can't get away with that. Let's play a knight over, support the knight. God, again, I'm so far behind on the clock. It's unbelievable. How am I so far down every game? I think queen back is alright there. I need to get this bishop developed somehow. Very awkward position though, very awkward. I'm going to chuck a pawn forward here. If he takes, obviously I've got to take back. Okay, so if he plays rook down and knight over... Now, if I go rook up, he's got to check though. Let's just push the pawn for now. Okay, drop the knight back to try and cover this square. I'm so slow again though. I don't know why I've been so slow every game. Terribly slow. I just push that pawn so he either does something or he doesn't. Now I'm going to try and get a rook across and just trade a set of rooks if I can. I don't know if it's good or not, but might take some of the pressure off. So grab a pawn. If rook comes down, I'll take. It doesn't. So double up on this pawn. Okay, let's try and gain some space. Very hard to do anything here, very tough. Let's play the knight up and try and drop it back. If the rook comes down, I can grab the pawn. So now I'm going to go up and hit this pawn, hit the rook. Now king forward if I can. Now can I check there? Not sure. Let's hit the rook. No, I think I've got to take. Very nice move. Very nice move. I'll pre-move in case he takes. If he does, I've really got to take. Yeah, I'm just too low on time. Yeah, nothing I could do there, that's unfortunate. Just a bit too slow. Played okay, but a bit too slow, so well done. I'm not seeing a car up there. Has he dropped out? Let's play a bit more attacking this game if we can. But do we go crazy attacking and throw H4 in? Ooh, don't need to go crazy attacking. My opponent might do it for me. No, let's do it anyway, why not? Now is it worth a sack to open his king up? Let's risk it. If he takes with a knight, I'll take with a rook. Right, now I'm going to castle and try and get the rook across. Again, I could be lost in 30 seconds very rapidly. It's one of them weird positions. It could easily backfire. Oh, that might allow me to open the file up though. So I've got rook down there to hit the queen. Don't know if it's any good or not though. Where can his queen go on? Maybe there. Take, take. Let's play it. He might take 2 pieces for the queen. I doubt it, but he might do. Right, got to get the pieces into play. How? How is the difficult question? Let's play pawn up so the bishop can potentially drop back. Again, I'm 30 seconds down the clock, not good. Maybe knight out wide even. Right, play the knight out wide so we can pressure both pawns. Maybe play f4 to support the bishop. Try and keep it fixed in an advanced position. Okay, I might have got it trapped. I think I've got to go there. I'd still like to play f4 if I can. I think I can. Okay, so now I've got to drop the bishop back. It might be getting trapped anywhere. So he's taken. So again, he might just simplify and take. He doesn't. Just keeps the bishop really completely out of the game, which is sensible. Right, so knight up, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. I think I've got to just do this, haven't I? Yeah, I've just got a poor position now. I don't think there's anything I can do here now. I mean, I have got... Oh. He's very lucky there that he can come forward. Very lucky. I don't think the knight check does me any good, does it? Don't think it does me any good. No, just give him that one. Well done. Took a silly risk that I shouldn't have taken. Ooh, aye. Let's throw in a check and then drop back. Wow, very attacking position. I think I'm going to play e4 there. He might take en passant, I'll take. He might take here, I'll take one way or another. Might actually take with the f-pawn if he takes this way. Then we both have the file open. If he takes en passant, then obviously I'm really forced to take back. Right, he leaves it there, so what do we want to do? I think I'm going to play the rook back. So pawn down, bishop back is pretty well forced. If bishop down, the rook will probably have to go back. Or I could just go for an exchange sack. No, I think I'll go back. I want to try and get the queen up and get the bishop over if I can. I want to get this knight into play, but the bishop's currently blocking it. Let's just play the pawn up. Wow, this is really going to collapse soon, isn't it? Really. Not a good position. Not a good position. I mean, he's surely not going to play pawn forward. That would completely close it in. He's going to look to play over and then queen down and rook. I guess that's his plan. Now, have I got any possibility of counterplay? Well, I can go forward and kick the knight. Or I can take. I want to kick the knight, I think. And see if I can get the queen down the board. Well, so he's given me a chance to take and take. I think I have to there, otherwise this is all going to collapse in a heap. Now I'm going to... hold on. If I play knight over, hit the pawn twice, he might have to then defend it, but then I've got to waste a move moving the knight. I think that's worth it though. So we're threatening to take the pawn now. So he does defend it. So now get the queen up. This is a right mess I've gotten myself into, isn't it? Okay, so I think I've probably got to take that. I could do with taking this one really, couldn't I? So again, can I sack the rook there? I don't think I can. Don't think I can. I want to target this pawn and try and get checks in if possible. Well, actually, let's pressure the bishop, try and get the knight up. Right, now I get the check. Excellent. Excellent. Got out of a right mess there. That was a terrible position I got into, wasn't it? Are these scores updating correctly? None of the big hitters are up there. These scores, are they right? Oh, Daniel's on 5 out of 5. Oh, Hikaru is there. 4 out of 6. Oh, maybe it's just early days. Some players have obviously played more games. Right, let's get on with the next one. Wow, already half an hour gone. Where's the time gone? Oh, Halvard, we played last week. Let's hope we both play okay again tonight. Should I play something different? I think I'll stick to what I normally do. So throw in a check. Actually, let's go off the trade. I think you're supposed to drop the bishop back there, but it is blitz, so let's keep it a bit more simplified. So I'll grab the pawn. Right, trade a set of knights. Actually, I might try this again. Just run a pawn at the board, even just sack it, just to try and get the rook into play. Why not? Why not? Right, so now look to trade this knight. I don't know if it's good or bad putting the bishop here if he takes. Might not be that good, but... Right, takes, he gets the rook down. If I could go knight over, hit the queen. Let's bring the queen up. The knight is protected. Might offer to trade queens. And again, I'm getting short on time again. Right, so he can pick up this pawn when he wants, so he might choose to simplify now. Still doesn't. So I think rook up. Yeah, he really should trade now, shouldn't he? He should do now, because then he's going to pick the pawn up and put pressure here. Okay, he doesn't. But I'm certainly second best here. So how do I get the rook active? I think the rook is better going here. Oh, that might give me a chance to develop the bishop. I might sack a pawn, but... Right, I'll try and trade rooks and connect these pawns. It does give him this monster attack, of course. Okay, to support that pawn, free up the king. Right, so now he's just cleanly better off, isn't he? If he takes a pawn, if we trade something, even if I pick up a pawn, I'm still struggling. I don't think I can stop his two pawns. Don't think I can stop his pawns. That's a lovely move, isn't it? Take. Yeah, he still ends up better off. So rook across. I think I'm better off keeping the two rooks on and trying going after his pawn. Okay. He's played this very, very well. Very well. Yeah, I'll just give him that. Well done. Can't stop that. Okay, let's mix this up a bit. Instead of just a traditional King's Indian. Sack doesn't work at all, I think. We can just put the bishop on the longer term diagonal, queen off the file. Okay, queen up. Hit the bishop and break the pin. If he takes, I'll probably just take with a queen. So he drops back. So again, there's no sacrifice. There is a queen check, but it's really just a nuisance move, I think. I don't think it does much. Let's put the knight out wide, though. It would do a lot if I could check with a bishop. There's a potential puzzle rush, I think, there. Check, king over, knight check. Ah, it doesn't work. The queen's on the wrong square. Queen's on the wrong square. So check, take, queen check, king back, knight up. He probably escapes this, but I'm going to play it anyway. He probably survives this. Now he can't play anything there because then it's checkmate. He's got to leave a square free for his king. But as long as he does that, I think he's alright. Makes it a bit more interesting though. Right, so he goes after the knight, so check, up. Is knight check playable? I think I've got to play the first check. So obviously I can take a bishop, but it doesn't get me anything. If I take there, pawn takes. Oh, it can't work, can it? Take, pawn takes. Rook up. No, I'm sure he survives that. So let's drop the knight back. Yeah, it's not been a good sacrifice. Maybe I need to blast this centre open and play something silly like this. Ooh. Right, let's try and blast this open. Like if he takes, I think I might be able to play rook takes bishop even. Oh, and then his king gets out though, doesn't it? And, oh, I've managed to trap my queen. That's silly, isn't it? Just missed it. Well done. Okay, he's trying to play one of these weird sacrifices here. The idea here is to sacrifice around here. And then pick the queen up. Cover the square. Now this time I'm going to try and get the bishop on the right diagonal early. Get the pawn forward. Or I could play actually knight over, threatening to fork his two pieces. Get rid of that dangerous bishop if I can. So he just goes back. So we'll drop back again. so this time I think rook across because the queen's on the file. Well, very adventurous. So let's play a pawn up, threatening to maybe go again. So if I play a pawn up and he takes or he moves, can I do anything useful with a knight? I'm not sure I can. Pawn up, bishop takes. The knight doesn't actually really have a good square, does it? Let's play queen across. Maybe support something going over here. If I get the queens off, then I think I've got a better structure. Okay, so let's look to get the queens off. Right, so we're hitting the bishop, we're hitting the pawn. Still very tough to try and create anything though. Now, do I want to grab another pawn? Actually, I think I will. Ooh, actually, it could be a poison pawn, couldn't it? My bishop covers that square now, but this diagonal could open up. I just think it's... the pawn's still a pawn though. Hit the rook, hit the pawn. If the rook wanders this way, I might be able to get this pawn. And I'm 2 pawns up, so I think it's worth the risk. I could even sack a knight for another pawn. Now I'm 3 pawns up. If I give away a knight for a pawn, then... can I play a knight here? I think I can. Oh, that's just forking 2 rooks, so that's got to be game over now. Hitting it with the bishop as well. I mean, bishop takes. I don't think it's a real serious risk. Obviously, I've got to take if he goes for it, but... is it a risk actually? I better work that out. Takes. Knight can't come forward check, has got to go back check. The king can just drop back. No, I think I'm okay to take. In fact, I might play rook take, yeah. He's gone for it, but I don't think there's a serious mate threat here. I hope I'm right. I don't think there's a serious mate threat. In fact, I could probably just drop... no, I can't drop back. He's got knight check there. Actually, I can hit there. If he drops back there, the bishop covers it. To get the knight back. I might lose this game on time. I've still got to be careful. Up a lot of material, but you can easily lose on time. So let's try and run a pawn up. And again. Right, just take it. I mean, that's got to be game over now. Excellent win. Excellent. Right, let's take a minute break or so and just see how the elite players are doing. Wow, Danya's on 8 out of 8. And if I remember if it was last one, or was it last Friday I'm thinking of? It might be last Friday. He won his last 20 games in a row. I can't remember if it was last Friday or Monday. Wow, it could be 28 in a row. It's amazing. Hikaru 7 out of 9. Everybody's scattered about nicely right now, unless the scores are not quite updating. Maybe the scores are not fully updating there, I'm not sure. Well, let's stick to knight f3. Okay. I'll just ignore that for one move. Oh, he takes, okay. I think I better take with a bishop so the pawn can come forward. Right, so I've got knight up, but I don't think it does anything. Let's just play pawn up. I want to play pawn up here, but I might get my bishop trapped. Yeah, let's play knight out wide. Maybe target this square. Let's push another pawn. Okay, I could throw the bishop in now, but it's just a nuisance. It doesn't really achieve anything, I don't think. No, let's get adventurous and just push a pawn up the board. Whoa. So if he takes and I take here, he's got a nice centre pawn, but so would I. Bishop up, rook across. Knight in. I mean, I think I've got a pawn there, haven't I? I think I can take and then take here. He might grab the bishop. He might sack the rook. Okay, so I could hit the queen there. Actually, no, I've got a free pawn. I've got to take the free pawn. Now I'm going to hit the queen. Right, now I'm going to hit the queen and the rook at the same time. So take. Oh, I could have took his queen. Free queen, he resigned, thankfully. Wow. He blundered the queen, I took the rook. That was terrible. I thought I played alright though, but you can't afford mistakes like that. Right, next game. Okay, he might take, he might advance, he might just leave it where it is. He takes. Let's hit the knight. If he comes forward, I'll take. Right, so I'll take. Rook across. Now, can I take that? Knight takes, knight takes. Bishop takes. I think I can take that. Right, so do I play queen up? Do I trade? I think I've got to play queen up there. Right, so it's going to be hard to protect this, so if I trade here now I give him, I think, a good position, but if I don't trade, could get tricky. Take, take. This could be a big problem. I think I have to take, but I've got to get rook across and try and keep this chain of pawns. If I can protect these pawns and get the bishop into play, it would be alright, but there, I don't think I can. No, I can't, can I? I'm going to have to try and trade 2 pawns for 1 and hope that I'm not worse off. Have I got a chance to push a past pawn there? If I sack this one and rook across, right now, can I just push? Pawn up. Let's just push it. If he takes, I take. If he takes a bishop, obviously I take. Yeah, if he takes, I've got to take. Right, now if I can protect this pawn, I think I'm doing alright. But pawn up now, he has to play a king over. Rook across, he has to put the king behind, but then he has put it behind. I think he's in time. So I can't protect it, so... I'm trying to tempt him. He might go check and try and win pawns. He doesn't. Right, so do I play rook across, but then it just gives him a free move? I think I might go for the end game, I'm not sure. Trade. I'm going to try and get a pawn here if I can. Let's go forward. So obviously if he takes and I've got to take, then it's a case of how many moves does each side need. Let's see what he does. Oh, he advances. So if I check, he comes down, so he needs 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm 1 move short. Let's take there first. But if I take, and he takes, can I stop him getting in? Wow, he's taken it. Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, I'm probably short of time here, aren't I? Yeah, I'm just far too slow. Far too slow. Ah, that does it. Well done. Yeah, I've just played very, very slowly here. I'll just let that run out. Nothing I can do there. Well done. Well done, just too slow. Yeah, let's go for an attacking line this game. Let's just develop. Right, I'm gonna... Oh, he's played a bit too quick there. I don't think he meant to give that pawn back. Yeah, he definitely didn't mean that. Now I've got bishop up, rook's pinning it to the queen. That should be game over. That's unfortunate. That's a great move. Wow, I didn't see that. Didn't see that. But I can do the same here and try and get a knight off the board. Does connect his pawns up though. But you know what, if you're an exchange up you might as well. Now try and get this pawn off. So it's certainly a bit premature to say that that's game over, but I need to get the other rook across. Target this pawn. Try and get the queens off. So I can take... You know, nothing silly. Kick the knight. Kick the knight and drive him back. So now grab the pawn and try and get the queens off. If the queens come off, it really takes away a big chunk of the risk. Okay, so again, I think I can just take that. Actually, let's hit the bishop and then we can maybe advance the pawn depending on where the bishop goes. And of course, if I can get rook across, let's try and keep the pawn. If I can get rook across and try and get his rook off, that would be very helpful. Actually, let's go behind the pawn and try and push it as far as we can. Okay, is there a threat there? So I've got the possibility of knight up to hit this pawn now. Or I can push the pawn... no, I can't take there. Well, he's looking at knight down, but then I can maybe go here. So let's get the knight active. Right, grab another pawn. Oh god, I've blundered the rook. What am I doing? What am I doing? I've just blundered. Oh god. Wow. I'm so fortunate that he'd left a piece there, so I'm actually still 2 pawns up. Wow. My knight's got a nice escape square back, so I'm still a clean 2 pawns up. So I need to get the king onto a dark square. So knight back, I need pawn up at some point, king onto a dark square. Is there a puzzle rush there somewhere? Check. Let's just play a pawn up and get the king on the dark square. Then there's no bishop checks. Again, I'm short on time. Not going to be as easy to win this now. No, there's still no puzzle rush there. So I need to try and gain some space now, but do it a little bit quick because I'm 30 seconds down. Right, so... yeah, pawn forward. My knight's a bit redundant now though, isn't it? Knight's a bit redundant where it was, so go here, and then maybe there. At least I'm solid, so hit the bishop. The rook's on a dark square, so it's safe from the bishop. I think that loses a piece. Again, he's a bit unfortunate there. That's a very easy tactic to miss. But I've still got to win it though. Might be worth sacking the knight for pawn, but I'm getting short of time. I'm going to do that. Getting very short of time. Obviously, if the rook comes off, then it's definitely game over. But mustn't pre-move here in case he takes a pawn. You can't stop a queening without a sacrifice. Right, that's the rook done, so now it should be a formality. Wow, that was a little bit harder work than it should have been, wasn't it? He hung on very well there. Well done. Right, now are these scores refreshed and up to date? Dan, you're 12 out of 12. Wow. 12 out of 12. Hikaru, 10 out of 14. That's a bit below his normal standard. Still a really good score though, 11 out of 15. I don't know if these are actually correct, you know. I don't know if my screen is refreshing properly. Right, we've got just under 1 hour to go. Right, I'll play another Caro-Kann. Okay, so he's tempting me to take, I might as well. I think just pawn up. Now clearly I can't just take that because I'd get forked. Don't want to take there. Let's kick the knight and he might take one of these. The idea will be to try and get a rook across to this side of the board. Whoa, so he's going for a mate attack. Does it work? He's given me a chance to play pawn forward. If you take queen takes, yeah, I'm going to play pawn forward. And now I can play knight takes because this file is still partially closed. Ooh, very attacking. So can I play rook up? If he takes, maybe rook across. Takes rook across. Queen goes somewhere. Might end up worse off, but it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Why not? He might advance, actually. He might advance. He does. So we'll drop back. So again, now we've got the potential to take the knight off. So we're going to do that. Will he take with a rook rather than a pawn? He goes with the pawn. I want to put the queen here so the knight can come here. Try and get the knight round. Now, do I advance there? If he takes, I take. Let's advance. Now, I could actually take with a knight if he takes, but I think the pawn makes logical sense. could even grab the pawn there, couldn't I? Can I take that pawn? Now let's just play king up so the rook can come across in the event that he was to take. Alright, he does check. Right, so now the focus switches to the other side, at least for now. Right, what happens if I take? I think I have to take there. I think realistically I've got to take. So knight up, bishop takes, or can I sack, or can I play rook over? The problem is the pawn falls. I think I'm going to play king up. It might be a very bad move, but the knight covers. He can just take anyway, can't he? Take, rook takes, rook takes. Can he get away with it? Possibly. Otherwise I'm going to try and double the rooks up if I get a chance. Hold on, is that going to drop my queen in somewhere? Rook across, bishop takes, king takes. Then he's got a spectacular pawn check. I'm going to take the bishop. I think it's dangerous not to take it. A rook across to pressure the pawn. Oh, again, I'm so far down on the clock, I've really got no chance, just time-wise alone now. Interesting game though. It'd be interesting to look at this game over the weekend and see what, with correct play, I might have been able to do here. I mean, can I get a queen down? Target this. Oh, have I missed a fork maybe? Just missed a fork as well. Right, get the fork. This is the pawn I want. Yeah, I've got to go for that one. Oh, I've blundered it. Wow, well done. Well done, I didn't see that. Well played. Careless little blunder, but interesting game. Okay, let's go e4. I don't know if this works or not, but I'm going to play it anyway. Let's go again. I think this is playable. Knight over. Got to be wary about things like a bishop pin there. Let's just play a rook across, keeping on a dark square. Maybe even double the rooks up. But then got to watch out for bishop coming down, just like that. Well, I can play. If he takes now, I can definitely double the rooks up. If he doesn't. Again, I'm so slow. I'm down on the clock yet again. So now I've got to find a way to get this rook back, or I could be getting back ranked in somewhere here. Bishop up doesn't work, so... Ooh, that's a really ugly move, isn't it? But I'm wary about moves like this, just that and that. Can I stop it? Is it possible to stop it? I mean, I've got bishop down, I suppose. Knight over doesn't work. Yeah, I'm going to play pawn up and get the king off the back rank, I think. Okay, no, I still can't go up there, but... rook down and maybe rook across. Ah, he's after an attack on that side. Let's play rook across. No, I'd have to take if he takes. He doesn't. Man, again, do I take with a rook there? Let's take with a bishop. And maybe bishop up, is that playable? Is it playable? I'm going to play it. Whether it works or not, I don't know, but that's the plan for the next move. Oh! I thought he was trying to wangle his way through there to force that pawn through, so I'm very pleased that that's gone. I still don't know if I've got a good position or not, but probably not after that move. So let's grab the bishop. Lose a bishop. So gain a pawn. No, I've maybe got a queen check in case of like rook down here just to step out the way, but okay, he's just going to put his king safe, so probably nothing I can do here now. Actually, let's hit the rook, throw in a nuisance move. It's very, very hard. He's got the king for the... oh, hold on. Is he taking away his king's escape square there? If he comes forward, I can go here. Wow. I don't think I had any more than that there. Interesting. Right, how are these elite players getting on? I'm not sure if these scores are actually fully up to date. Hikaru, 12.5 out of 17. He'll be a bit disappointed with that, but no idea how he's gone game-wise, of course. Yeah, let's take there. So pressure on that pawn indirectly whilst also bishop this way. So I'm going to throw the knight up with a distraction here, but actually hitting this pawn as well. But the knight is threatening to go in and fork two rooks. So he's allowing it. I could actually play a bishop in and hit the queen. Queen moves somewhere, grab a pawn, but then he's got pawn up to hit the knight. You know, whether this is good or not, I don't know. I could be losing in, you know, a handful of moves, but let's grab the pawn. I probably am losing in a handful of moves. So it could be rook and pawn for two pieces. So rook across. Okay, I can let him take there, I think. I just go forward. If he takes, okay, take. I could do with getting the pawns up like this, couldn't I? So they just protect each other a little bit. Or do I go forward too? Pawn takes, rook takes, maybe rook onto the open file. Let's risk it, why not? Why not? The idea being if he takes it all and rook takes at the end, then I'm going to play rook across to try and just get onto an active file and get some counterplay. Whether it's any good or not, of course, is another complete matter. So rook across, knight comes over, so I think we can take there. You can't take with a knight. Now there's no puzzle rush here, is there? Gain a knight. I've got a queen check. If I take, he has to take with a queen. Then I can grab a pawn. Don't really want to take. I think I have to take, otherwise he's got a queen check. So I'm trusting that he can't fork me and win the rook there. So if he checks me, I think I can just drop back. Now there's pressure on the knight. If the knight moves, then there's a check coming. So now there's a queen check. He can block it. Yeah, queen check he can block with the knight. I think I've got to play it. He might move the king up, but he can block the knight, but I'm going to try and run the pawn. Oh, he has come forward. That's interesting. So queen check. Don't know if it's so good. Let's push the pawn up. It's so easy to blunder here and like leave the rook hanging off, allow the queen to be exchanged. It's so easy to miss something. But I do have two potential checks on different squares. Now he's got a knight check, king over. This is what I mean about it's so easy to miss something. And that's exactly what I've done. Well done. So easy to miss. Well played. Ivan Kovalenko, we've played a few times in this. I think Ivan's won every game so far, if I remember right. I take, so let's take with the knight. I guess this is about as bog standard as you can get in a Caro-Kann, really, isn't it? He's a strong player, Ivan, though. He is underrated there. 2017 is a little bit underrated. He's more like a 2150, 2200 level player, really. I only know that because I've played him in the past a few times. In fact, he famously got a win against Hikaru last season. And he did very, very, very well. Okay, comes forward, so it might be a mistake leaving the knight there, probably was. Yeah, there's no tactics there, so let's play the queen up. If he takes, he takes. If he advances, I move the bishop. So let's hit the rook. Right, I'm going to do something crazy here and try and bust right forward. So he offers a trade, but he's got the advanced protected pawn. Take, take, knight in. Don't really love that idea. I don't think I can afford to take that. Right, how do we get active? Well, now there's a nasty knight fork there. And of course his pawn's going to run forward. Maybe I need to go back here, shift the knight. Oh, is the knight trapped? Well, I think it can go there, hit the rook for now, then drop back here, hit the queen and the pawn. So hit the queen and the pawn. So if I move the rook, I don't think there's any way to really get counterplay. So I'm going to just bring the king forward. Oh, that's nasty, isn't it? So now I've got to drop back. Maybe I can, now that he's come forward with one of the rooks, I can try and go behind. Don't know if it works or not, because this is only 3 moves off a queen. In fact, he's got just a nice simple fork, hasn't he? So I've got to give him an exchange. Right, so I could trade now. Then he gets the exchange. I think I've got to go for that. But if he takes the rook, I can take his rook. Yeah, I've got to drop back. Now my only hope now, I think, really is to try and get my pawn forward as well. Give him something to deal with. I think it's my only hope. So hit the rook. Protect that pawn. Ooh. King up. Now if I get across, if I get this pawn off, I've got half a chance. That's the key to the game. But now I'm threatening to take it. Oh, and I can take it. So he's looking to pick this one up. Let's drop back. Right, let's take. Wow, so his rook's out of play now, so let's try and push the pawn. It doesn't work though, does it? Doesn't work. I think he had a pawn push there, didn't he? Well, I've done it. I was just that bit quicker. That is my first victory against Ivan. Very good. To be fair, with a little bit more time, he would have found the finish there. He had the winning position. So again, I was more lucky than good there, I think. 16 out of 17. I would love to be able to do that. I would love to do that. Oh, there's only half an hour left. That's gone by quick. Let's stick to knight f3. Let's play a true Reti this time. Okay, what goes into a line now we can take. Yeah, let's stick to g3. So it's very reminiscent of a Grunfeld, isn't it, if I push the pawns up, but I'm going to put the bishop onto a diagonal and get the rook across if I can. Okay, we can trade the knight. Now I will go forward into the middle. Okay, just hit the queen, protect the pawn. Maybe, do we try and push again? Do we be a nuisance and hit the queen yet again? Yeah, let's hit the queen with a pawn, just gain a bit of space. But we could potentially even push the pawn again. I'm tempted to go forward here, but not sure if it's a great move or not. No, I'm just going to go all in this game. I'm going to go f4, try and get forward. Oh, so he's allowing it to trade. So now put the bishop here, protect this diagonal. So he's got to still watch this pawn now. Right, so f5, e5. You know, let's really go all in and let's push the h pawn. Right, now I'm going to go f5 instead of e5. Okay, so he grabs that pawn. Now rook up can't be played. So I think I'll grab that one while I can. Oh, I've dropped this one though. That's not good, I've dropped this pawn. That is not so good. Okay, that's actually not a bad move, is it? It stops me going here. So let's take this one. So queen up just to protect the pawn and maybe try and get the bishop back, try and get rook up. So he just grabs the pawn, that's okay, I don't mind that one. So let's get forward and try and target this. My king is completely busted open though, so I should be losing this now. I should be losing. Right, I can't move the bishop. So I'm going to put this here to stop him advancing this to make it harder for ideas like that. Okay. Rook up just walks into something like this. I can play a rook here, hit the queen maybe. And then maybe, can I try and double up this way? Ooh, I can't go there. I can go there now because the queen's hit. So I can maybe move the rook across next move, or I can go back. You know, let's go back. I wouldn't mind a repetition in this position. I've not played this game brilliantly. Right, so now I'll look to trade something. If I get the queens off the board, I've got half a chance, because I'm only a pawn down. Right, now the queens are off, like this pawn is vulnerable, for instance. Ooh, so is this rook though, isn't it? So is the rook. Where does it go? You can't go there, you get pinned. You don't want to go there, bishop over. You could go here, but that's messy, that's ugly. I think I've just got to let him play a bishop up and go for this. I think I've got to allow it. Right, so stay on the light square. Try and stop his bishop coming down. Okay, let's take that. Oof, I nearly did it again. Keep things on the right coloured square. No, I'm just losing, aren't I? I'm just too short of time now. I don't think I can get my king through there. I might sack this pawn. Is it worth it? God, I'm far too slow. This is crazy. Right, now he can't defend his pawn and the rook at the same time. So I've given him the bishop. Now if his king steps over, I've got to check and win the bishop. Yeah, I'm way too slow. Oh, it's a threefold repetition. Wow. I don't think he meant that. I don't think he meant to do that. Still, it's another point. Right, next game. What is it? 26 minutes left. Let's stick to knight f3. Okay, let's play something different this game. Ooh, it gives me a chance to go forward, so I'll do that. No, let's not risk dropping the knight. Ooh, I think I can take that. Now I think I can drop back. It might only be a temporary pawn. That. Ooh. Now should I do this? I've done this once already. Queen for rook and bishop, and it didn't work, did it? I'm going to do it again. Why not? I'm going to do it again. Let's see if we have any better luck second time round. Probably not, but you never know. I need rook across, pawn up, and knight somewhere if I can. But I don't want to trade a set of rooks off. Knight up, knight takes, pawn takes. Okay, let's do that. I don't mind trading knights, but I don't want to trade the rooks. But this pawn is loose now, so I want to get rook across, tempo on the queen, and then try and get pawns up if I can. Very hard, but makes it an interesting game though. If you lose, you lose. We're just having fun in the arena. So pawn up. Actually, have I got bishop up there? I can hit the knight. He takes the pawn. Yeah, if he takes the pawn, I think I've got rook over. Hit the knight, and I think the knight looks trapped then. So he grabs the pawn. So bishop up, pressure on the knight. He can maybe just play pawn up though. Maybe that's good enough. Right, so pawn forward. Right, bishop. Where can the bishop go? Not a lot of places. Yeah. Yeah, if he takes, I'll take with the knight. So there's a potential fork if he misses it. Wow, has he got lucky there? If he puts his knight back, I've got a fork. If he puts the knight back where it was, I've got a fork, and then it's going to be interesting. Where else can the knight go? I think the knight has to go back or it's trapped. He might actually play something like this. But if he does, I can still take, and I've still got my fork. Ah, but then he's got a check. Not so good. So he's just taken it. So I have to take. Right, so now I can grab a pawn, but no I can't, the rook hangs. Right, the knight can't attack it next move, and I'm going to try and double up. But he's lucky, he's got his king on the right coloured square. Oh, that's a good move. Very good move. So I've got to double up here. But now he's got knight in with a potential check there. That's annoying. I have to go there. I'm lucky that the knight is covered by the bishop. Bishop can drop back, so I'm still covering this check. Can I risk pawn up takes, bishop takes? I don't know, I'm going to play it. He's looking at maybe knight check, but I don't think it actually does too much. Okay, hit the knight, so now I'm covering checks either way. I can just take if he misses it, if he forgets. So he comes forward, so let's go up and just put pressure on the pawns. Try and take this one if we can. I'd be very happy to have two rooks against the queen, which is the position we're in now, but I'd like to get rid of the knight. Right, so I'll pressure this pawn. If he plays pawn forward, I think I'm going to throw in a check, try and run in his clock down a little bit. Just throw in a check, then hit the knight. Actually, maybe I don't need to hit the knight. I'm going to drop back so I can come around this way. So just play a rook across. Oh, I've dropped the rook. What am I doing? What am I doing? I've dropped the rook. That's twice I've done that now. So I've got to go up there, I think. Can I get the bishop here and try and target this? No is the answer. Wow, I'm very lucky there. He played a fantastic game, didn't he? Very lucky there, very lucky. Right, let's see how the others are doing. Wow, Artak's doing very well. Very well. 17.5 out of 22. Excellent. And we have 20 minutes left. Right, another Caro-Kann. Okay, another one where we drop back. Let's play something different to what we expect normally. Let's just play rook across. Right, let's hit the bishop. I want to try and get an e5 if I can. So hit the bishop again. Now get the e5 in. Okay, I'll take that one. Oh, did I just have knight takes pawn there? Probably. I think I just missed knight takes pawn. So let's just hit this pawn, try and get the rook across somewhere. Okay, target's a pawn, so let's not leave it as a target, let's push it forward. Okay, I don't mind that. Let's go on the light square. Oh, so he's tempting me to take and the queen pins. Queen over, take queen pins, queen over, rook across, that must be bad. That's got to be bad. Let's get the queen off the diagonal. Right, so now I can hit the bishop, I think. Pressure on the bishop. The knight's on the wrong side of the board though. I want the knight on the other side of the board really. Oh, so he's just allowed the trade. Don't want that. Let's throw a pawn forward and try and disturb this structure. Right, rook across. Trouble is I've given him knight over ideas, haven't I? Very annoying. And he's got this nice square to target. Right, get the queen in the middle. Right, now I can pin and the knight check is covered. So I might be able to get the knight off the board, which would be very good if I can. So we might go straight to an endgame here. Rook across would be bad because of the check, so let's take. So, rook up. Now I think this hopefully is good for me because he's got a split pawn. Should have fixed this pawn structure, shouldn't I? Oh, now that's a chance to go forward. I've got a pawn further up the board. Let's try and fix these some way, shape or form. I think I've got the tempo here to force his king to a side somewhere. So which side he chooses, I've got to then do a count. But I want my king this side because my pawn's further up, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moves. He needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 moves. So I'm going to risk it. Oh, he's completely misplayed that. He's gone for the wrong pawn. Hold on, I've still got to be careful. Let's just make absolutely certain that he can't queen. Yeah, I'm definitely won now. Just trade. Right, now that's game over. There's no way he can get the king down now. That's excellent. Very pleased with that one. Right, 15 minutes left, so I'm going to have a minute break. And 23 points is more than I did last week. They're all great scores, these. 17 out of 23, 16 out of 25. Halvard is up there again. 14.5 out of 27, excellent. 16th place, that's a great position. Right, there's me. Oh, 10 out of 19, so better than 50%. Very good. National Master, Chess Revelation, I think that says. A 2400, so if he plays anywhere near his best, he should be too good for me, but let's just see what happens. I quite like these weird openings. I quite like these. Now, do we gamble? Take, take, take. Let's go with this one now. The idea is to try and open up his king as best as we can. That's what you want to try and do if somebody plays a funny opening like this. And he's a 2400, he might get away with it, he might just completely outplay me. But this is the general gist of what you want to try and achieve. So, is it worth a sacrifice now? I don't want to take there because I don't want to lose the queen. Actually, I can do though, can't I? There's nothing wrong with the position. Nothing wrong with the position. It just means there's less chance of winning if the queens come off. Oh, I'm surprised he's allowed the queen to stay on. I've got ideas like bishop up now. It's a very odd position he's played. So let's play up. So hit the queen. Queen comes up. Right, now, it's still not playable, is it? That's protected. Now, I'm going to take there. Let's throw the knight forward. So we're hitting the pawn. Well, he grabs the pawn, so again, have I got something spectacular? Anything spectacular? I mean, I've got rook across, which looks as good as anything. So now I'm threatening a discovery. So now again, I'm threatening a check, but he can take with a rook, I can take. He takes. If I take, the bishop takes. Knight up, knight takes. Now let's just go for it. I don't know if this is any good or not, but I'm just going to play it anyway. Right, so now take here. He might be able to simply castle there, but then he gives me a discovery with the knight. He'll probably get away with this, he'll probably win the game, but... Okay, now can I double the rooks up? Have I got anything else? Rook take doesn't work. Pawn up doesn't quite work. That's pawn up actually is playable there. Pawn up is playable there. Knight takes. Okay, he's gone for it. So where can I put the queen? I think rook across to hit the knight. Mad, I've given him a potential fork and I'm not sure that the check works. Not sure that it works. Yeah, I've blundered it. So he has got away with it. Well done. But clearly I've got a take there. Okay, so I can play a knight in. If he doesn't take, the knight is a check. So I'm just a clean rook down, so he has got away with it. Interesting game though, on another day I'd have probably had a chance to win this one. It's a crazy opening. He still can't castle though, he still can't castle now, but... Very tough for me, very tough, so... Maybe, do I have to waste a move with h6? I'm going to play h6 just to eliminate some back rank issues. Right, now I'm going to put the rook forward. If he checks, I'll just jump up. Yeah, I've just not got enough time, have I? Not enough time. Not enough time. Yeah, now his other rook's into play, yeah, that's good enough. So, give him that one, let the clock go, well done. Right, so I'll take first, castle. He's going to drop the bishop back and play forward. So bishop up doesn't really help there. So let's try and counter on the other side. Let's just play an immediate forward. If he comes over here, I think I've got knight over. Okay, let's take. Right, rook protects the knight and gets off that dangerous diagonal. Right, just hits the bishop. Now, I don't mind if he takes the bishop, I don't think. I'll play rook across, and if he doesn't take it, I'm going to drop back. So if he looks at like queen down, then I think just bishop back. Oh god, knight check. King over, knight takes, wins the queen. And that is game over. Well done. Oh, has he not seen his own tactic? I have seen it, unfortunately. Can I get away with pawn up there? Wow. Let's bring the bishop in. I was completely busted there, wasn't I? Completely stuffed as a goose. No, I'm definitely not playing up there. Very hard to find anything as a counter punch though. I want to put the queen here, but how to do it? Let's drop the knight back so I can put the queen here. I want his queen off this file. So queen up. He might even dare to advance, but then I can grab a pawn, I think. Obviously I'll pre-move just in case he takes. If he takes, so I can take with a h-pawn. Pre-move again in case he takes, he doesn't. So knight can't go forward. Actually, this knight can go forward and hit the bishop. It's risky though, because he might get rooks to pin it afterwards. But I think this bishop can defend, so let's take. Okay, drop the knight back. If he checks, I'll just take the knight. Oh, I missed a fork there. I'm lucky that I can take one. Very lucky. So I've dropped a pawn. It's not all I've dropped. Pawn forward. This one's protected. Right, so now pawn forward. Hits the rook. I think I can go forward here and king up. I might drop this pawn, but the knight covers this square right now. Right, so take. So fork the two, the rook and the pawn. Now the knight covers the pawn though, doesn't it? Oh, I'd love him to take that and blunder into it. Let's try and hope he stumbles. Oh, and I've done the stumbling, wow. Well done, terrible, terrible. Right, 3 minutes left, so this will be the final game. Okay, take the pawn and castle. Bishop back or advance? Which do I fancy doing? Let's advance. If the knight comes over, I'll take it. The time's going to run out in the event now, isn't it? We've both got enough time to run the clock down now. Now, can I get away with advancing there? No, I can't. Actually, I'll just take that and leave the knight there, can't I? Then do my own counterplay this side. I think, anyway. I might be wrong with it. Okay, let's hit the rook and defend the knight. Oh, okay. So defend the pawn and hit the pawn. I think I've got a take there. No, I think I've got a take there, but this isn't comfortable now. I've got to drop back and then maybe rook up here. Can I get away with rook here? Say rook across, rook across. If bishop takes, rook takes might be playable. Well, that's the 1 minute warning, so we can just literally sit and do nothing and the game's just going to expire. Alright, so he's trying to be creative and go after my pawn, which he's done rather well. I think I have to hit the bishop, and if he takes, I take and protect. So protect. I think I can play king up there, then maybe king up again. But there's only 10 seconds left now, so this is just going to simply expire now. Yeah, just play pawn up. Oh, what? Has Hikaru somehow come back and won it? I wonder if the points were not up to date. Wow, 72 each. I mean, it's much lower than what they normally score. 22 wins, 3 draws, 5 losses. 20 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. So 26 against 30. He's got 5 extra games in. Wow. That's amazing. How on earth has he won that? Maybe my score that I was looking at here wasn't fully up to date. How has he done that? 23.5 out of 30 is low for Hikaru. 72 points is low for Hikaru, and he still managed to snatch it. Danya is going to be livid. He will blow a gasket at that, won't he? He will be absolutely livid at that. Well done. Very well done. Now let's just see where I came at. I think I'm 100 and something or other. I'm going to try and see what my final score was. but I don't know what position I came in. So I might have already gone past myself, I've no idea. No, I was on 22, 23 points, something like that. There I am. So I've come 160th, 10 out of 21, so it's about 50%. I've only got 21 games in. That's not a bad score at all, so pleased with that. So thank you to anybody who's seen this.